Here from Sugarwell, and today I'm going to be making Fig and Cassis soap. So what I have here are my the soft oils, which are sunflower, rapeseed oil and castor oil, along with some melted coconut oil and plenty of shea butter. And into that I'm just going to add my oat milk, which I'm going to give a little bit. Here's my oat milk, and I'm just giving that a little bit of a stir, and I'm just going to add that into the melted oils and butters. So now I've blended in my oat milk, I'm going to add in the lye solution. And I'm going to blend this until it gets to emulsion. I should say that my oils and lye are at room temperature, so that looks emulsified to me, and I want it just emulsified so I've got a long time to work with it. Just checking the blender to make sure there's no separation. I'm just going to give it another quick blast. Okay, happy with that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to split it off because I want three colours. I want white, green and purple. So I've got two jugs here. There goes my alcohol, not the drinking kind. So I'm going to split off just some small portions into these jugs for the swirl. That's enough there. And I'm just doing it by eye. I'm not weighing it out. It doesn't matter if they're exactly the same. I'm just going to pop those to one side for now. And I'm going to put some white, pearl white mica in to this batch and give it a quick whiz. Oops.
Puffed out.
Get in there. Now, I hope that white is blended in. You might have noticed I'm not putting in the fragrance just yet. I like to do that at the last minute really, so that it doesn't seize. So I'll bring my two jugs back in here, and I'm going to add some purple to one, purple mica to one, and some nice green to the other. There's not much there, so I'm just putting the whole lot in. These I'm just going to give them a stir. Just stir the mica in. And today it would be awkward, wouldn't it, about wanting to blend in. There we go. That's the purple one done. Now for the green. I love purple and green together. Okay, so that's nicely stirred in. So the fragrance that I'm using today is Fig and Cassis, which is a Jo Malone dupe, and I think it smells, it's a really elegant smell, I'd call it. It's really, really feminine, and it's kind of very softly fruity and aromatic. So I'm just going to split some of that into my 3 containers separately. The majority going into the large jug. And this is going to, there's a litre of oils in total here. And so mixing it in this jug is fine. And the mould that I'm going to use, it's just a small mould, and I get about 8 bars from it. So I'll mix that in. Okay, there we go. I'm just going to put those to one side. So that's good to trace. This is the pour. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pour it in kind of 3 stages and swirl through each stage. So I'm going to fill this about 1/3 with the white soap butter and then go in with the colours. So there we go with that. I think I'll do the purple first. And I do apologise in advance because I am incredibly messy. There you see. And I'm going to put in some of the delicious green. I love purple and green together. And then I've got my trusty wooden spoon here, and it's just a very thin wooden spoon. And I'm just going to swirl that layer with the end of the spoon. I'm going to go back in with some more of the white. And things are looking a little bit thick now, so I better get a move on. Okay, some purple, some green. Just go up and down. Oops. And then I'm going to swirl this again, but I'm not going to go right down to the bottom. I'm just doing that layer that I've just poured. This is my final layer, and we're getting we're getting thick here, so let's give it a little bit of stir. I'm going to save the rest of that white for the top. And just to be different, I'm going to go in with green first this time. You can see it's getting quite thick now. I really don't want to save very much of that for the top, so I'm going to, I don't know, can you see that? Look at that, look how messy I am. Right, there we are. And finally the purple. A quick stir to see if we can get it a little bit more fluid. I'm going in at quite a height here to try and make it break through. I'm not sure. I want some of that purple for the top. So here again, I'm just going to swirl this around again. And then I'll give it a bit of a bang down. Problem is, this work surface isn't very level. So I'm going to finish off with some white on the top. Sorry, my arm and everything is getting in the way. Right, I've got some of the white in. I'm just going to drizzle some of the purple over the top. I don't think I want any green on there. Okay, I think that's enough. Just got a couple of little dots of green. There we go. So I'm just going to leave that for a few moments. Well, I'll give it a little bit of a bang down. I'm going to leave that for a few moments to set up so I can texture the top. So a quick check. Okay, so it looks like we're ready to texture. Oops. So I'm just going backwards and forwards with this spoon. Ideally, I'd like a little bit more white on there, but we get what we get. There we go. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to squirt it with my isopropyl alcohol. I've overdone it a little bit. I'm going to put this somewhere not too cold. I'm going to cover it with a box and then cover that box with a blanket and hope that it doesn't get too hot, because we're at a weird time of year where you don't know what's going to happen still. So I'll try and give you a quick close-up of this. So I'll show you what the top looks like. And so I'm going to leave this, as I say, for roughly 18-24 hours. And then we're going to come in and cut it and see what the inside looks like. See you later.